obviously, we're in the garage with the Sentra. Now you may be wondering, why exactly is this $2,200 piece of Japanese shit next to a $42,000 hybrid vehicle inside of this nicely furnished garage with a built-in workshop? Well, to answer your question, you can either look at the title or look at this to see the problem we are finally going to address. Those headlights are trash. But not only am I going to replace the housings on those bad boys, but I also have a full LED conversion, which I'm going to be testing out right now. Now, surprisingly enough, the first step of installing new headlights is not, in fact, removing the old ones. The real reason why we're inside of this garage is because you need a flat wall that you can mount some sort of cardboard to, so you can mark where the old ones point, so that way when you put the new ones in, they aren't pointed too far down and don't look far enough ahead, or they're not too far pointed up and look into the sky where you're not exactly driving. So now, you're going to want to make a wall of cardboard or rideable material that will stay in front of the headlights. And of course, if you plan to move your car at all during this headlight install, if you're doing it at home, it's also good to use tape to mark where the wheels are and where the center in front of the car is, so that way you can light the way it's supposed to be lit. Also, I probably should have already mentioned that this will be a very lit episode of ERBOI, and that it's totally off the cuff. And now, just as a proof of concept, if you turn on the headlights now, you have an area with which you can draw out the measurements of your low beams as well as your high beams. So even though I'm not the best artist, that is where we're supposed to aim our new headlights. And another thing that you definitely do not want to forget is you need to mark which one are the low beams and which ones are the high beams before you take out the old lights. Now just do the same thing for the high beams. So now that we have made this beautiful mural, I think it's time that we swap out the housings. So then, with just 2 bolts and our trusty 10mm, we can make really quick work of these headlights, as you can see. See, that's all they're held in by. You don't even have to remove the bumper. Just 2 bolts on the top. It's that simple. Now, for all B15 Sentras, the headlight housing is hinged at the bottom, so if you want to pry it out, you just need to pull outwards and up until you start getting that sort of pop sound you're feeling. The squeaking is just the headlight scraping against the bumper. That's to be expected. But as you can see, I'm progressively getting it out. You just have to wiggle it. Because first you have to go outwards this way, then you have to go out that way, if that makes sense. So you just gotta keep wiggling it until it eventually pops out. And also, if you don't want to put stress on your bumper, then I would highly advise removing this piece. And now with the dramatic camera angle switch, hopefully this thing will come out. And indeed, it just has. Now connector wise, there's just 2 plugs to undo. One for the main bulb and one for the turn signal. Now for the main bulb, there's obviously just a little clasp on the top of it, which you just need to push down and pull out to get the plug out, just like that. And the other one for the turn signal is slightly different. It has a red lever on it. And essentially you just need to pull that lever out using a flathead screwdriver like we used earlier, and then you could simply remove that plug as well. So then, after unplugging your main bulb and twisting out your turn signal bulb to get this, then you'll have your housing completely free. Is that easy or what? But wait, now it's time for fan mail. Hey guys, you already know who it is, and welcome back to another episode of Fan Mail with ERBOI. Now, if you've been keeping track of all the fan mail I've received, the 2 packages that I've gotten have both been from the same person, Mike J. And this is also from him. Now, of course, if there's any confusion on how I'm portraying how I treat my fan mail videos, and what I will do if you do send any in, honestly, I'll take anything. You don't have to send a package, you could send an envelope, and I'd be happy to give your Instagram, your car YouTube channel, or anything you want to shout out. just because you had the time and effort to send something in. Because I appreciate all of your feedback. And when it comes to Mike J, he's a really humble guy. And honestly, when it came to him, he didn't ask me for a shout out or anything. But I highly appreciate people like him who are willing to contribute to the channel and put signs up. Because if you've seen the signs next to the ones that I've already had, there's definitely a pile up already happening. But even if you just want to DM me or text me just to get into a conversation, I'm completely alright with that. If you send in fan mail, you are my friend. But beyond whatever envelopes or packages I may receive in the future, let's get to opening. Time to open this thing up. Now, if anyone remembers from my first fan mail, I had to put a box over the address because I was so stupid that I almost accidentally leaked it to everyone. But this time, I have smartly used duct tape to fix that issue. Now, also, if you do want to send anything in, my address to my P.O. box is in the comments below, so whatever you want to send, go right ahead. Now, time to see what's in this box. Ooh. So the first thing we have right here is a dash cam. And these things are extremely important because no matter what kind of dash cam you get, with insurance nowadays, having video evidence of whatever happened in your incident is really important. Packing material, packing material, packing material. I don't know why I like doing that. Now the next thing that catches my eye is that there's an individually wrapped package right here. So let's see what's inside. Alright, so we've got a bubble sleeve, and inside of that, we've got another package. Alright, let's remove the tape. And then this folds out to reveal the inner components as a plate. Well, not only do I myself like to eat, but my mom is actually a big fan of interior and house design. And I'm sure that she's going to use this because, you know, this, at least to me, it's a Ross quality, and it seems like one of those things where people are just going to put the fake plastic fruits on and be a nice display. But regardless, I really like this as a gift. It looks very nice. Oh, if you guys go back to the last fan mail with ERBOI, you probably remembered that I mentioned that I really like the Nissan 370Z and how it's one of my attainable dream cars. Well, what do you know? Hey, I think it's cool. I'm definitely going to add it to the collection. Hey look, it's a Focus. Now if you remember which ERBOI video that's from, and also the answer to the question if I make fun of that Focus, then points to you. Although that was one of my earlier videos and it was quite cringy, even compared to the others, and also was pretty much plagiarism of regular car reviews. But besides that, this goes on the pile. Thanks a lot. Wow, someone has been paying a lot of attention to one of my particular shirts. A Batman license plate frame. I'm definitely going to use that because the black definitely goes with the color scheme of my car. And I think it'll look nice. Thanks. Alright, valve stem caps. Now the thing is that currently I'm rocking some Nismo fake carbon fiber valve stem caps because when I initially got the car, I thought that my color scheme would be more on the black side. But now that I have a lot of metallic red on the car, I'm definitely going to see how these look because I like the way they look. The question is though, what are the Nismo caps going to go on? It's not like we have any other Nissan cars. Oh well. Oh, this is another thing that's good. Little trees. If you own any used car, you know how important these are. Little trees. Alright, I got an idea for a stunt. I'm just going to put this behind me, and I'm going to see if I can land the little trees inside the container. Damn it. Now how am I supposed to get those out? Oh, what do we have here? Alright. Now my car consumes quite a bit of gas since I typically get about 22 to 23. But with this $25 Shell gift card, I've got a free tank of gas. Thanks. That's 200 whole miles. See, back when I was a wee lad, I used to have a lot of these books, and they're very nice. I mean, not only do you have that hardcover quality, but you turn to any one of the pages on the inside of it, and you get all these nice diagrams and photos, like of the sick Boss 302 right there. Or is that a Shelby? Do I look dumb? That is a GT500. That's a Boss 302 though. I wasn't wrong. Now guys, in all seriousness, I don't want it to seem like I'm not grateful or anything, but so far this is the second time I've filmed this, because the first time my phone died and I didn't realize. And then I had to interrupt it because my mom just got home, so we're making it work here. Oh, and something that I forgot to mention is that I also got a really nice Nismo lanyard, which I highly appreciate, because when I was actually shopping for my Nissan lanyard, I cross-shopped with it. And you know what, just because why not, I'm gonna rock both of them at once, because, you know, now my keys are completely safe, because what happens if I'm holding on to the old one and I drop it? Well, looks like I've got the other one taking care of it. Now that I've constructed a bra out of my lanyards, I'm going to read what's honestly my favorite part of every box, and that's the letter, because then I get to hear what the person who sent it said. And once again, thanks for everything, Mike, because this was a really cool box. Time to open this up. Alright, this is a cool card. Aw, happy birthday. Thanks a lot, Mike. I really appreciate it. This was an awesome box. Alright, I found the little trees. Let's see if I could actually get it in. Whoop! Damn it. Damn it! Okay, I'll get it this time. Ah! Hook! Ah! Are you kidding me? I did it, guys. I really should be on Dude Perfect. Oh, and guys, as it turns out, I'm an idiot, and this is actually a checkered flag pattern. It kind of went over my head when I first looked at it, but that kind of makes a lot of sense now, doesn't it? And now, guys, back to your scheduled programming. So now, along with my slight wardrobe change, with our headlight change, as you can see, these old housings look very bad. They're obviously yellowed and clouded a lot. So not only are we going to be switching to LED turn signal bulbs, and along with aux beam LED lights, the new housings look like this and have a clear reflector. It should be no question of how much of an improvement this will be to the car's safety. Now if you're replacing turn signals like me, taking them out is actually quite easy. You just grab the old one by the bulb, wiggle it, and pull it straight out until that happens. And then you just get your new bulb, and you do the opposite. You just push it straight in. And now, even though I already put the new bulbs in my new headlights, using the old headlight as an example, if you do want to replace your headlight bulbs, you just twist this ring that is around the bulb, this plastic ring, just comes right off. And then you could just wiggle out the old bulb in case if you want to replace that and use the same housings or anything like that. So now for installing the new housing, it's literally the opposite of everything you just did. You just have to plug all the bulbs back in, and then wiggle it into place and make sure that all of the clamps lock to keep the housing in place and flush with the body as was the old one. So then, once it's mounted and it looks just like how the old one did, just push on every side of it to make sure it's completely clamped in. And once it is, you just have to put the bolts back in, and you're ready to test out your new headlight. And that's what a completed headlight looks like. Not bad at all. And now if your bulbs are completely connected and your housings are completely snapped and bolted in, you can test them to see if they fill up the lines the same way the old ones did. Alright everyone, this is my first reaction to the new headlights. Whoa! That is definitely an upgrade. Ooh, damn. That looks awesome! And now sometime later, using the adjustment screws on the new headlight housings, you can see that I have lined up the beams to the circles, so now my headlights are aimed perfectly. And now I'm just going to use the old housings to show you exactly where the adjustment screws are. And now, just using the old housing as an example, this 8mm nut right here adjusts the vertical up and down angle of the headlight. And then for left and right adjustment, you just use this little thumb screw right here. And now it's time to go out on a test drive. Well guys, that ought to do it for this video. So thanks for watching, and peace out.